What's the goal, guys? Mutemoya back again with another video. So guys, in today's video I'll show you how I retouch my creative images in Photoshop. And guys, with no further ado, let's get into Photoshop. The first thing I do, I crop my images to the Instagram size because I prefer cropping in Lightroom sometimes. And if you can see, I shot this image with a very long head space because I needed the circle to look amazing in the image, or the whole circle to be there. I shot this with my 50mm lens f2.8. so let's get into the video. So I'll just go ahead and crop this to the Instagram size, so that's 4:5 or 8:10, and then I just push it down to just get the reflection and everything in together like that, and then just press enter. I'll zoom in my image. I'll just reduce the highlights slightly. Let's reduce the whites slightly, and let's darken the image slightly. Yeah, I like how it's looking right now. You can see now, I like everything. It's looking very contrasty, looking amazing. And I like the white balance. I think I killed the white balance for this because our skin tone looks exactly the same, so I won't do much on the white balance. So I just push the temperature, the tint slightly to let's say plus 24, and I think that's looking nice. Let's increase the shadows slightly or reduce the blacks. And yes, I like how everything is looking so far. So I just right click and edit in Photoshop. Guys, pay attention here because we also use the image subject or background subject separation, and many people have been asking me this question for a very long time, how I do that. For me, my secret is color grading the image and the subject and the background separately, so pay attention. So the next thing I do, I'll just go ahead and pick my patch tool, and I'll need to remove some, like this cell tape right here, and then just edit, fill, content aware. I don't really use the generative fill because I prefer just creating everything naturally, and that's what we're doing. And then after that, let me zoom in my image slightly. I think it's looking nice, but I need to balance everything together, like remove a few shadows right here. So I'll go ahead and do some micro dodge and burn and remove all the blemishes. So let me go to my retouch for me and run the retouch for me heal. This is just remove all the blemishes from my model skin, and yes, I'll see you after we are done with removing all the blemishes. From my preview right here, I'll just put the auto or the headshot because the model is sitting down, so there's no much, it's not a full image. So and we are actually done with removing all the blemishes. Let me just go ahead and press apply. And you can see we have removed most of the blemishes from the model's face. And if you can see, we have so much texture right here on the model's face. Let me just zoom in. We have so much texture right here, like it looks like slightly distorted. So I'll just Control J once to create a duplicate, and then go to my actions and run the reduce texture, because I need to reduce the texture on the forehead because I don't want so much texture. If you want these actions, I sell them. Just DM me on my Instagram, and trust me, you get an amazing deal. I'm working on my website coming up soon, so yeah. So I think it looks nice because I feel I've now removed all the texture right there. Now I'll just go ahead and run my dodge and burn, retouch for me, dodge and burn. So filter, retouch for me, dodge and burn. Guys, I'll see you after the dodge and burn is done. So yeah. Anyway, so guys, I'm actually done with, I prefer using the retouch for me because micro dodge and burn takes so much time. So I prefer using the retouch for me, and you can always go ahead and buy it. I'll attach a link on my description below so that you can also buy the setup for you, and it will really come in handy. So after I'm done with the retouch for me dodge and burn and retouch for me heal. I'll just go ahead and run my frequency separation action, so advanced frequency separation, and I'll use a value of 5 and say okay. For the frequency separation now, I'll just go ahead and patch the places where I feel the dodge and burn didn't do it perfectly. So the goal is not to over edit your image, but the goal is to just make your image look amazing. And just like that, guys, we are done with frequency separation. That's why you really need the retouch for me dodge and burn or the retouch for me heal, because you get the images coming out perfectly and as quick as possible. Now guys, after all that, I'll just go ahead and run my color lookup table and select my LUT, and then let me just put this has been my main light for a very long time, and you can see the LUT is all over the image and I don't want it to be in the background, so I'll just Control Shift Alt and let me disable the LUT, and then Control Shift Alt and T to create a merge layer, then select subject. And now, because the subject is selected, I'll just create a layer mask and then press Alt in your keyboard and drag this up here, because you only need the LUT on your subject like that. And then I'll go ahead, Control Shift Alt and T and create a merge layer, and then select subject. And then you can come here to select and then inverse selection so that you can select the background. And then go to selective color and select selective color. You can see after you select selective color, that will come out with only the background selection. And then go ahead and select the neutrals and just play around with the neutrals so that you can get a really nice image. Sorry guys, I'm getting so many calls because I had shoot, but we have to finish this tutorial. I'll just pick the clients just in a few, because we are actually done. And then I'll go ahead and select vibrance, and let's push the vibrance like this to that level like that. But remember, the vibrance we only need it for the subject, so I'll just press Alt and drag this vibrance up here like that. And now you can see before and after, before and after. I needed this to be blue too, so that it can also match with the model's outfit. And let's put everything here in a group, before and after, before and after. Guys, that's all. That's how fast you can edit your images in Photoshop, full body images, creative images. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Share this video to as many people as possible so that they can learn something from my page. And see you in the next video.